Could you strike you out?
I think I can, yeah.
The most fearsome starting pitcher in Japanese baseball is a 22-year-old named Shohei Ohtani. The most prolific hitter in Japanese baseball is a 22-year-old named Shohei Ohtani.
He's throwing 100 miles an hour. He's going to end up leading baseball in home runs.
Best hitter in the league, an elite pitcher.
He's already had 2 Tommy John injury.
I'm not sure how you can do both.
Shohei Ohtani starts the 50-50 club.
Is it the greatest game in baseball history?
Ohtani grew up in a small industrial town on Japan's mainland. Shohei Ohtani showed promise as a hitter but drew more interest as a pitcher.
メジャーリーグのスカウトの人も含めて、日本のスカウトの方も含めて、ほとんどピッチャーの話というか、ドラフト。
Every other team besides the fighters was looking at me as a pitcher, but the fighters were going to allow me to do both pitching and hitting. Honestly, I wasn't even thinking about doing both on a professional level, but they approached me in that way and I wanted to take the chance.
You think about a guy who throws 101 and then a guy who hits home runs, and that's a comic book character. That's not somebody you're thinking about in real life.
Some pitchers can hit, but I mean, he actually does it in a game. Like, he's in our lineup.
I feel like I was more talented as a hitter growing up. It was hard for me to pitch, actually. So I feel like I'm more of like a hitter who learned how to pitch more than the pitcher learning how to hit.
Last year, he won the league's home run derby and threw its fastest pitch ever.
2球目162また更新
The Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters took the Japan Series. Ohtani was his league's MVP.
Everybody is interested. Scouts are going over there all year this year to watch him. I think if a team tells you they're not interested, they're probably lying to you.
Yeah, I wasn't too confident about being able to succeed as a two-way player until probably my third year and put a good season together on the both pitching and hitting side. So that's when I kind of felt a little more confident that I could keep on doing this.
A major signing for the Los Angeles Angels. The team has confirmed Japanese superstar, and I believe his name, Shohei Ohtani, is signing with the team. He is trying to do something no one else has done before, and that is play a position while batting and also pitch.
Should he pull it off, Ohtani will become the first major leaguer in a century to figure in a team's starting rotation and in its everyday hitting lineup. The last such player was a guy named Babe Ruth.
Hi, my name is Shohei Ohtani.
すごいなとか、やっぱ投げてくるピッチャーの球の圧というか。
One of the things that the scout told me is he has never pitched above the Japanese League, which is a strong league, but it's not the highest level of baseball in the world like the major leagues. He probably should be starting out in the minor leagues.
I've been to Angel Camp. I've seen him pitch. I've seen him hit. He's not ready. He's a 23-year-old kid who didn't play that much in Japan last year. He needs to go to Salt Lake City. He needs a month or two.
This scout said he probably should be at A-ball right now. When he gets into trouble, he tends to back off and not trust himself.
As in the hit and pitch seems to be too much, and the pitching seems to be even farther behind than the hitting is. I would not have him pitching.
In his first spring training, he looked completely lost hitting, and he looked completely lost pitching. I remember thinking, was I looking at the right guy on video, when he was playing in Japan? The season started, and all of a sudden...
That's out toward left center field. At the wall. Gone! Big fly, Ohtani-san!
The modern-day Babe Ruth, as they're calling him. He got a win on the mound on Sunday. He homered in his Angels debut at home yesterday.
Last week, everybody wanted to send him to the minors. This guy's hitting .429, 2 home runs in his first 6 baseball games.
He wakes up this morning as one of only 3 men in 135 years of baseball to have 2 wins and 3 home runs in his team's first 10 games.
He's throwing 100 miles an hour, and he's dropping a nasty splitter, and it's unhittable stuff. And when he starts to get comfortable with locating stuff or being able to throw the good slider, when he's throwing that hard, I don't even know if my man could have hit him in the heyday.
It's unprecedented, even counting Babe Ruth, Bob. We haven't really seen anything like this in baseball since pitchers pitched from 50 feet and they had just legalized the overhand pitch.
People were so hard on this kid in spring training. 23 years old, leaving the comfort of Japan at 23 years old, coming to the United States. He's above average pitcher, he's above average hitter. I would back up off the pressure on this young man and let him be who he is. And I think you're going to see something special with him over the next couple of years.
そうですね。I have more of a mindset as a pitcher, and as a pitcher, you kind of know what the hitters don't want to swing at. So I really take that experience as a hitter on the mound.
what they've been doing all year, and they've stuck with it. He starts day before, day of, and day after start. He does not hit. When he is in the lineup, they're averaging a run and a half more than when he's not in the lineup.
When this guy's playing well, the rest of the team is up, and the superstars are playing well.
He's right.
But when he's out of the lineup, they're not doing anything. Their offense is underachieving without him in the lineup.
Shohei Ohtani lived up to his overseas reputation and two-way ability to become the fourth Japanese-born player to win Rookie of the Year honors.
It's against the A's. Ohtani sends the ball to center field, and it's gone!
Right now, there's a little bit of a honeymoon period. What happens the first time he gets a little bit of a sore elbow? He's going to have to do all the stuff that pitchers have to do and also maintain a great swing. That's when I think it gets a little bit more challenging.
Breaking news for you. Shohei Ohtani more than likely heading for Tommy John surgery.
Which means he'll miss all of next year.
If he does, then he's going to miss the 2019 season as a pitcher. But in theory, he could return, as the DH say, as early as even April or May.
I think he's going to be better than what he was last year. And this is going to be a year to allow him to just focus on the hitting because there is no pitching.
News came out that he's going to miss the rest of the season to undergo surgery for something called a bipartite patella. The report is that he was dealing with this a lot throughout the season, and it finally just got to a point where he couldn't take the pain anymore and had to get it corrected.
And yeah, that's it. I don't think you can continue with him. He does not have the velocity right now, and he doesn't have the zone either. That's 5 walks in the inning.
As a matter of fact, I thought they kind of rushed both aspects of it. I really felt bad about his arm when he came in, and of course he had Tommy John.
Last year when he came back after having the...
He wasn't ready.
No, he wasn't. And he looked like a pitcher that was afraid to extend, afraid to let the ball go.
This is where the Babe Ruth comparison falls apart because Babe Ruth did it for almost 2 decades. Shohei Ohtani hasn't made it through a season doing this.
I don't know if it's statistically likely that it will work. I mean, we've seen 3 years here where it hasn't worked. It did work in Japan for 3 years, but not over here.
I saw him pitch and hit on Sunday, and I was dancing. Are we going to see that this year?
I hope so. That was the point, was to get him out there and try it right now and see how he felt.
It's going to be hard for him to be a two-way player. I'm not sure how you can do both at the same time.
First pitch swinging.
Oh, and first pitch crushing!
Shohei Ohtani is throwing 100 miles an hour, and he's going to end up leading baseball perhaps in home runs.
He has 8 extra base hits, including 11 ribbies in the first 10 games. He did say after the game that it is because he's healthy after he was able to recover from Tommy John surgery as well as a knee operation.
Physically, he's a lot stronger than he's been in the past. He's put on some really good weight, and the ball's coming out really easy.
He hasn't gotten the reps on the mound to even give the universe an opportunity to see how good of a pitcher he is. The hitting aspect is just something phenomenal. If you'd have told me that he would end up with 33 home runs for the year, I'd say give him the MVP right now. That's how great of a year he's having. It's only the first half.
There's a drive! Shohei Ohtani! That might be one of the longest home runs in the history of this ballpark.
31 home runs is tied for the most among Japanese-born players with Hideki Matsui. Wait, hold up. It's July 5th.
That's right.
We still have half a season to go.
It's not only the home runs and the numbers. 31 is absurd. It's the prodigiousness of where those balls are landing. 450 feet is just like a common home run for him.
Just last week, Ohtani took the mound on the same day he led the league in home runs, something no one has done since the great Bambino 100 years ago.
Shohei Ohtani did Babe Ruth in 2021 better than Babe Ruth did it.
Michael Jordan tried to play baseball. He couldn't. To do 2 things well is just unbelievable.
Hitting pitches at his ankles and hitting pitches at his shoulders has just been so fun to watch. Just an amazing athlete.
Ohtani also stole the show at the All-Star game, becoming the first player in history to be selected as a hitter and a pitcher.
I'm telling you, if he never hit again and all he concentrated on pitching, he'd be the best pitcher in the American League. When you're a pitcher, you need about 90 to 100 starts to figure it out. He's roughly a quarter of the way there, and he's having to share the duties with a high-level offensive attack that he puts on. So
46 home runs, 100 ribbies on the number.
103 runs scored, 26 stolen bases, the 8 triples.
130 innings pitched, 150 strikeouts, 9-2 mark.
He accomplished things as a hitter that hadn't been done and as a pitcher that hadn't been done.
No surprise here. Shohei Ohtani wins the AL MVP, the 19th unanimous first place finisher for AL MVP since voters started voting back in 1931.
All the metrics in the world, they're not built for him.
No, not for someone to be able to do it to the level he does on both sides.
A career-high 13 strikeouts for Shohei Ohtani.
15-8 with a 2.35, punching out more guys per 9 innings.
Shohei Ohtani has multiple pitches that rank among the very best in the game. I've never seen a pitcher like this.
And you're looking at 5 elite pitches thinking, I have no idea what I'm going to try to attack. That's what's so beautiful about him as a pitcher.
On the mound this year, it's the best we've ever seen him.
He's got 15 wins and 30-plus bombs. And then as a hitter, this guy goes out there, puts up 30 doubles, 34 home runs. He's got slugging percent. Everything he does is so elite. The fact that he can do it on both sides, it's mind-boggling because the level of effort, practice it takes to do that on one side in baseball, to get to this level and do that, is tremendous. He can do it on both sides as a pitcher and a hitter.
We are taking him for granted. But what we're witnessing, please, he is an ace that hit 45 homers.
Hey, when you watch this guy do his thing on the mound, and does it amaze you what he does?
Every time I come to the field, there's nothing really surprising me anymore with him. On the mound and obviously at the plate, it's incredible.
I mean, he comes into the ballpark every day with one thing on his mind. You know how hard it is to prepare just on the offensive side. He does it on both, and he's the best at, I would say, both. He's always trying to help other teammates. You know, when something goes wrong, you know, he's there to pick us up. He knows the game better than anybody, man. It's just pretty impressive. Just he's all baseball. His mind's just all baseball. It's pretty impressive.
They're playing this doubleheader in Detroit. They sweep the doubleheader. Yeah. He pitches a one-hitter, a complete game one-hitter in the first game.
Got him swinging! 8 for Ohtani this afternoon.
And hits 2 home runs in the second game.
Shohei, who goes to the opposite field. Get going, yeah! Oh, he got another one. Get going. Ohtani has done it again.
One hitter in the first game of a double header. And then in the second game, like, I don't need to pitch. I'm going to be a DH. I'm going to hit home run 37 and 38 on the season.
Among the best doubleheader performances in baseball history. It might be number 1.
I don't know how we can possibly compute what we are seeing from Ohtani. First career game with 10-plus strikeouts and a homer. First time he's hit 2 home runs in a game in which he's pitched.
I think he kind of flipped the script where we thought he was going to be an elite pitcher and a pretty good hitter. And it's been best hitter in the league and a pretty good pitcher.
He has 95 innings halfway through the season. His strikeout rate is a career high and is second in the majors. But where he started the year as a premier pitcher, it's now at the plate where he is separating himself. Ohtani leads all of baseball in home runs, OPS plus, and total bases. He also leads in triples, and he's second in RBIs.
He leads the majors, Mike, in home runs and all the power production numbers. Home runs, RBI, extra base hits, slugging percentage, and he's 7-3 with a 3.04 ERA, and his opposing batting average, 180, makes him the best pitcher in the majors in terms of that. So he's a
If you've enjoyed this story on Shohei Ohtani so far and other Sideline Films features, be sure to subscribe, but also consider becoming a channel member. Not only is it a great way to support the channel, but you also get access to videos early before they drop for the public, get to vote on exclusive member polls, and much more. Be sure to check out more in the description after the video.
I woke up this morning gutted when I heard the news that Shohei Ohtani blew out his pitching arm.
The Angels' two-way superstar will not pitch again this season after suffering a tear in the UCL of his pitching elbow.
If I'm a GM, I sign this guy as a hitter only. And I'll tell you why. He's already breaking down. He's 29.
Him not pitching for a year, a full year, is going to affect his market value.
There are few and far between guys who have had this kind of medical history and come back great. And clearly, teams are going to take that into account. But I wouldn't discount the idea of that $500 million number, Kevin.
Every team's going to want Shohei Ohtani. As long as he stays healthy, the bidding's going to start at $500 million, and it's just a question of how high it's going to go.
The contract that he's going to get is going to start with the number 6. $600 million.
Ohtani's going to get a $600 million contract. I mean, that's going to happen.
You have two generational superstar players, and you're not near winning the division. You're not near winning the playoffs. What do they do?
There has to be a conversation. Perry Manassian, ownership, and Shohei, his agents, to say, listen, what do we want to do here?
Maybe he's not going to get the $600 million. I still think he's going to get close to $500 million.
After speaking with people around the industry and those more familiar with Shohei's thinking, he is probably less concerned about geography and more concerned about the quality of the team that he's going to. And that's the really key thing with the Dodgers. Not only is it a very quality team that wins the division basically every year in the last decade, but they've got a lot of room to spend and build a roster out around him.
According to a source, Dodgers meeting with Ohtani at Dodger Stadium was indeed on Friday. Team store was closed down. Ballpark tours were canceled that day as Ohtani toured the facilities.
To me, it's down to the Dodgers and the Jays as the two best options for Shohei. He loves, and I mean loves, hitting at Rogers Center in Toronto. He has said that ballpark reminds him so much of his home park when he played for the Fighters, Sapporo Dome on the right. The Jays put $100 million into a state-of-the-art facility. That matters to Shohei. He went all the way across country to see their training facilities. He's about training and playing baseball.
I've always thought the Dodgers are a favorite because he loves it in California, Los Angeles. They win consistently.
I think it's 50-50 Dodgers-Jays.
It's official, baseball superstar Shohei Ohtani staying in Southern California, not as an Angel, but as a Dodger.
Shohei's agreed to join the Blue Crew in a monster $700 million deal.
Ohtani is going to get $700 million, but not over the first 10 years of this contract. He's only going to get $20 million over the first decade of this contract. He's deferring $68 million a year in the 10 years after this contract.
Ohtani will get $700 million when it's all said and done, but they can go out and spend more money on players, bring in even more of a championship caliber team around Ohtani than they already have.
You're going to miss all of next year as a pitcher and maybe come back as a pitcher in 2025.
He's still the best offensive player in the game, at least he was this year, with the potential to pitch at some point. We think probably not until 2025.
Is there any chance that they would consider not having him move back to a pitching role and just be the best hitter in baseball?
Smashes this ball. Forget about it. It's gone. 2-0.
He's got 4 home runs in the last 3 games, and he leads the majors with 11. So this is the 8th time in his career he's homered in 3 consecutive games. You look at his first 36 games played. Compare this with 36 games in previous seasons. 2021, he had 10 home runs, 8 in 2022, 8 in 2023. Here he is with 11. Batting average-wise, he's hitting .370. On-base percentage is 1,100. He's got 103 total bases. We weren't even sure if he was going to play this year or how limited he would be. We knew he couldn't pitch. But once again, when you hear the ball go off his bat, he doesn't get many of those. It just barely trickled over the wall. He hits them, he gets them.
There he goes! He's got another! 3rd stolen base of the game for Shohei.
These stolen bases,
No, didn't see that coming at all. Didn't think he would run this much as he has. It's probably the result of not pitching. I don't see him running quite as much next year when he's back on the mound. There's like 150 guys in baseball, pure speed, who are faster than Shohei. So he's fast, don't get me wrong. But he's stealing bases because he's smart and gets great jumps.
It's at the point where I feel like we're all just lucky to be alive and watch him play.
Now there goes Ohtani, and he's going to steal it. Number 40 for Shohei. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Dodgers looking for a walk-off win to open this series against Tampa Bay. First pitch. Fly ball, right center field. Series going back. He's at the track. He's at the wall. 40-40. Walk-off grand slam. No way. What a moment. History.
We thought it was going to be the highlight of the season. That's as cool as it gets. And then we realized the date. We're like, boys, it's August. Like, he got a shot for 50-50.
And now the counter for Shohei, 45 and 46. 5 home runs, 4 stolen bases from 50-50.
For a player to demonstrate that kind of power over the course of a full season and have that kind of speed, I don't think any player has had a season like this for sure.
So we lead off with maybe the greatest game in baseball history.
Ohtani smokes this ball to right center field, and it's a screamer of a double to start this ball game. There they go, throw to third, beats him, but he got his foot in! The 50th for Ohtani! That's a base hit to right field. He's got 2 hits, he's got a stolen base, he's got a run scored, he's got a run batted in. How about 51? Into second with a stolen base. His second of the game already. Slashes his 3rd hit of the game into the left center field gap. The 0-1 pitch. Ohtani sends one in the air. Deep right field. He's in a world of his own. And he's one shy of the first 50-50 campaign in baseball history. On a 1-2, Ohtani sends one in the air. The other way, back it goes, gone! One-of-a-kind player, one-of-a-kind season. Shohei Ohtani starts the 50-50 club. This guy. Oh my gosh! Shohei Ohtani, the greatest day in baseball history!
6 for 6, 10 RBIs, 3 homers, 2 steals, and now 51-51 club. And you do that on the same night.
What I think elevates this to the top is that it personifies who he is. It includes the milestones, and it is to this point the signature game of a unique player's career.
Ohtani set career highs yesterday in home runs, RBIs, hits, and total bases. His 10 RBIs, the most by a leadoff hitter since that stat became official in 1920. His 5 extra base hits, tied for the most in baseball since 1901. And as mentioned, he became on the same day the first player ever with 50 home runs and 50 steals in a season.
Greeny, it was the best day in the history of this sport.
2024 most valuable player goes to my teammate, Shohei Ohtani.
Here's a stat. Do it in October.
He's never had the chance to. He's going to play in the postseason for the first time.
Are you nervous at all for just playing in the postseason for the first time?
Nope.
Got him with a slider on the corner.
The moment is certainly not getting too big for him. I think they're making some good pitches.
I mean, Mr. 50-50, eminent league MVP, absolutely spectacular. What are these numbers I'm looking at here?
In the postseason, he's just 6 for 27, no stolen bases, is homerless in his last 6, with no extra base hits, 12 strikeouts since game 1 of the NLDS. So he's scuffling.
He is. Obviously had a good game 1 and was kept somewhat at bay.
That's not the Ohtani I expected to see.
You agree, right? Ohtani needs to do it in October.
I'm going to give him a break this first one because this is his first ever time. He's been so great. What, are we going to kill him? He has a bad first season.
Thankfully for Ohtani, unlike in the other Los Angeles ball club, the talent surrounding him here was good enough to get the job done.
Start the party, Los Angeles! Your Dodgers have won the World Series!
What will it look like when we see him in the postseason? Well, last year he was kind of banged up. Shohei Ohtani is going to take the mound in a playoff baseball game in which he will have just hit leadoff.
We've never seen this in Major League Baseball. History being made today. The Ohtani rule is in effect. Shohei Ohtani, not only the DH, he's the starting pitcher today, his first postseason start.
Because of the injury last year, we've had to wait 8 years to see this man pitch in October, and here it goes. This guy was born for this moment, and we're about to see it.
There's no more reins on him as he strikes out Trey Turner. Stop. And a swing and a foul tip. And Ohtani, back-to-back strikeouts of Schwarber and Harper. And a swing and a miss. Schwarber strikes out. And a swing and a miss. Ohtani strikes out Harper, strikeout number 8. And Ohtani goes back to the hook. 9 Ks for Shohei Ohtani. What a performance from the game's greatest player.
After several games of getting on base and the Dodgers advancing to the NLCS, it was time for Shohei to step to the mound again, 13 days later, where he could not only send LA back to the World Series, but show why he was the most valuable player in not only Major League Baseball, but maybe all of sports.
As Churios strikes out, and Ohtani's first out is a K. That's a called strike 3. Ohtani with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. What a start.
He had just struck out the side.
Yeah.
Stepping to home plate and parking one into the parking lot.
It's a leadoff home run after he struck out 3 at the top of the first. And a swing and a miss, and Ohtani picks up his 4th strikeout. Ohtani deals, and a swing and a miss.
This one's in the other batter's box, has about 12 inches of break.
Was it more remarkable the pitching or the hitting? Because, man, that was some filthy stuff that he was throwing.
The pitching was remarkable only because he could be 2 weeks in between throwing and produce those kind of results. But the one thing, Dan, I will tell you, our people at Turner, they do such a great job with the sound. They could not replicate the sound that second home run made.
Oh, my goodness! Shohei Ohtani! Wow!
From the booth, it sounded like someone had shot off a cannon.
And what did you write? Right after the second home run, you put, he has a chance to have the best night.
Oh, best night of sports history.
Whoa. Is it a swing? It is. And it's a strikeout as Ohtani.
You strike out the side, and then you go hit a home run. And I go, I'll never see that again. Hit another home run. And then he struck out a few more.
1 and 2 on Teray. And a swing and a miss. It's another strikeout.
10 strikeouts, 2 home runs, 1 legendary performance.
And then he came up to the plate, and he did this again.
Ohtani, did he? Ohtani! Ohtani has done it again! His 3rd home run! And the Los Angeles Dodgers have won the National League pennant!
Considering it was a clinching game, playoffs, you strike out 10, you hit 3 home runs. Is it the greatest game in baseball history?